Today, I wanted to talk about the hunting horn information that we recently got, but unfortunately, instead, I feel like I have to cover this leak, or rumor, however you want to call it. This information comes from a very untrustworthy source. See, Capcom recently had a data breach. The press release will be posted in the description of this video. The hackers obtained a large amount of data, including financial, stock information, investors' information, sales and development documents. This is very dangerous for a company such as Capcom. This is the kind of thing that costs investors very quickly and could severely hinder or even kill a company. Worse yet, they obtained personal information from past and present employees. This data is also being held for ransom, which makes a terrible situation even more despicable. I personally will not be looking at the leaks from this group, but there's one topic that's been swirling around the internet over the last little bit, and I feel like we need to cover it. Now to get into why I'm covering this in a Monster Hunter video. Well, the rumor may turn out to be a leak, and if you're against spoilers, turn back now. The information itself is not related in any way, shape, or form to the gameplay or the story. I personally do not consider it a spoiler, but I have been seeing people online saying that it is considered a spoiler, so if you're one of those people, turn back now.
Dumo Plays.
Alright, so the leak states that Monster Hunter Rise will be coming to PC in October. Again, many of you won't call this a spoiler, but I have been seeing people online calling it a spoiler, so I personally feel like it's better to be on the safe side. So PC in October. While the timing fits, most timed exclusives would be for a year, but after a year we're expecting the G-Rank version to be released, and that puts the PC version in a very odd situation. But didn't they say it was exclusive? Well, no, not actually. At least, not that I could find. I couldn't find a single source from Capcom or Nintendo that claimed exclusivity. Every time it was announced and claimed to be exclusive, it was in an article. Even Nintendo Everything called it confirmed exclusive, yet that was only in the title, and the press release that they shared didn't have anything about it being exclusive to the system, and they're a pretty credible publication. By the way, I have a link to the Nintendo Everything article that has the PR statement from Capcom. That is in the description. I don't like this at all. Not that I have an issue with Rise being on PC, but more that they didn't tell us. World was announced on the Sony stage at E3, and the Xbox and PC versions were known the moment that the show was done. So why not here? It just seems underhanded, doesn't it? It being on PC is fine, as long as there's crossplay. But why hide it? Let's also talk about what that would mean for Rise. Well, this calls into question everything about events. Would Nintendo actually allow their first-party IP events on a PC version? I greatly doubt that. So, would PC get shortchanged, or would they get their own exclusives? The entire situation just seems like a big mess to me. At this point, this whole thing is a rumor, and everyone seems to be taking it as a leak and a fact. But let's not forget the source, a hacking group that's trying to blackmail Capcom into giving them money. They want to hurt Capcom greatly, so they pay up. This isn't a trustworthy source. Meanwhile, Capcom is staying silent, but most likely that's for legal reasons. Generally, whenever there's any sort of legal problems, lawyers tell you just to keep your mouth shut. So what if they are lying to try to force Capcom and there is no PC version? Kind of a smart move in my opinion. Capcom can't actually confirm or deny any one thing without confirming or denying everything, and possibly having more issues later on. And for this reason, it means that I can't take anything from this leak as credible. It may be true, but it may also just be posturing against Capcom to hurt their reputation and further hurt sales. This clearly isn't an honest group. Without them actually saying that the game is exclusive for Switch, why has everyone been thinking that it is? Well, it's because every sign points towards it. The RE engine that is used for the game is a specific version designed for the Switch. Meanwhile, nothing about a PC version has been said yet, like it was with World. The gameplay, the UI designs, all done with portable in mind. The game is meant to be played in short bursts to suit the portable nature of the Switch. Motion controls have been added. They have had their own Monster Hunter Direct right after the partner showcase. It just seems odd that Nintendo would push this so hard as an exclusive if it isn't. And then we have to ask, why are credible websites calling it an exclusive when it isn't an exclusive? Was it confirmed to them, just not explicitly stated in the press release? I don't know, and I don't have access to these things. There's a lot of things to think about right now. Personally, I'm getting it on the Switch no matter what. Maybe I would double dip for the PC version, but I doubt it. It's just more convenient for me to play on the Switch, and going forward, I'm not going to be talking about this topic in any other videos unless it becomes confirmed. Let me know your take on the situation in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, I invite you to leave a like, maybe even subscribe. If you want to have further discussions, there's a link to my Discord in the description. Until next time, give your Palamute a pat on the head from me, and have a great day.